Welcome to the School of Wordcraft and Worldmancy. This is Feedback Frenzy.
Hello, and welcome to Feedback Frenzy Review. Thank you so much for being here. And we have a new article from Sailing Ocelot that we are going to be critiquing this morning. If you would like to have your article, fiction or blog or whatever it may be, you can submit your content at wgc.bz/submit, and it'll be added to the queue. All right, this article is on WordPress.com, SailingOcelot.wordpress.com. So we're going to take a look at it. This is a different kind of format, not our traditional World Anvil one. So let's take a look at it. I'm going to zoom out initially, just to get a look at it. Okay, pretty straightforward. Okay, we've got some video there at the bottom. All right, preserving. Okay. All right, so it looks pretty straightforward. Okay. One thing. So let's start off the bat with the initial impressions. I really love the title at the beginning of the article. Usually with World Anvil templates, you have the big graphic and then the title smaller, and the title is below. I really like this where the title, boom, right there at top, you know exactly where you are, exactly what you're reading. And then you do have this fun graphic that you have below with the different characters, blog writing characters.
Sprinters break, marchers continue.
All right, my inspiration for Tilde, pressure in education in the nuclear family. Okay. Tilde is a playable character in my visual novel named The Sea Hears Project. Patreons can currently play through her prologue and will have access to Chapter 1 during the beginning of September. Tilde's story begins in a country called Edgard, which has strict laws on magic users called magi. All magi must leave the country before the age of 12 to study for an exam 6 years later. The exam only allows one attempt and is taken during the last academic year. Great graphics. This is a very nice drawing. These are very anime-ish, but I like seeing artwork that like this. It's very nice. If the student passes, they may return to their home country. If they fail, they may never return to Edgard due to safety issues. I love the safety in quotes. This brings a great deal of pressure onto the students. As a player, you can choose how much Tilde studies and prioritizes. This might be a difference between American English and UK English. I don't know if that should be a Z or not. That might be a UK American difference. It is not possible to explore the main arc, the character arc, friendship, social clubs, and achieve high grades in all subjects. Your choices make a big impact. Yeah, where we have the anime thing here. Yeah, and see, that's one thing that if your audience is UK English versus an American English, I think it's totally your choice on how to do it. I would just make sure that you're being consistent in the presentation of the words that you're using based on then UK English. Now, there is one thing where you do have these pictures here. We have stereotypical anime hot boy here. We have, I don't know, this almost looks, that blouse does not look European to me. It looks, more Japanese or stuff like that, but the veil, the hat, the dress, but the boots look very English, so I'm a little confused with this character of the mixture of the wardrobe, but that may be my misunderstanding. But then you come to here. I really like this art style that you're using here, but it does conflict with what the expectations you have here. Uh, if you had different characters so that the art style is consistent through the article, that may be cool. But um, I don't know. I don't know if this is colored pencil or what it is, but I really like this realistic art setting that you have here. So but it is a little bit like, oh wait, that's different. So setting up expectations and stuff like that may be something. Okay. Okay, so here, okay, my inspiration for Tilde, pressure in nuclear in education and nuclear family. Okay, the anime style is for concept art to help experiment and confirm that with the clothes design, etc. Okay. And then was this Tilde then created by an artist based off of anime, templates, concept art? I don't know. Okay, so this is a really good start. Gives us a description of Tilde.
Only 10 minutes left, everyone. Let's squeeze out the words.
This does seem a little bit disjointed, and let me tell you what I mean here. We have that idea of one idea per sentence, one concept per paragraph, and then we can, build upon that. You have this section. Okay, here you have, this is a character, but then you talk about the patrons, and what they can do. Then you talk about her story, the results, then as a player. So here we're outside the world, inside the world, and then we're back outside the world. Now, usually the rhyming concept A, B, B, A. So you have 4 paragraphs here. Topic A, topic B, topic B, topic A. I think it would work better if you had A, B, B, meaning topic A, topic B. Well, I was kind of thinking of moving paragraph 1 down 2. So, or just this, or take this first sentence here. Tilde is a playable character in my visual novel code named See Here's Project. Move that sentence and make that as a caption to this image here. So people know specifically, oh, this is her, this is Tilde, and she is a part of the See Here's Project. And then this patron thing here, move it down so that it says patrons can currently play through her Tilde's prologue and will have access to chapter 1 during the beginning of September. As a player, you can choose how much Tilde studies. Okay, because starting with the fiction helps us know who this person is, why we should care about her. And then we can get in, introduce the character, why we should care about this character, and then how you can help or how you can interact with this character. That would be my recommendation for the change, is we want to hit people off with an emotion make them care, and understand why they're going to read the rest of the article. Okay, the reality of student pressure. All right. I was a kindergarten teacher for more than 5 years in China, and I witnessed children as young as 3 be under huge pressure from their parents. I taught various subjects through the immersion method, which included play and exploration. But some students were disciplined at home for not remembering key words or being able to talk English in front of their parents, despite being fluent at school. It was difficult to explain the natural learning method of children and why it was common that children may not recollect everything they learned in the school day. Regardless, after kindergarten, many students would leave for additional classes in evening schools. Children would attend kindergarten exhausted after sleeping at 10 or 11 p.m. each night. Wow, that's rough. But it was not just pressures from parents that students suffer from. Students suffer pressure from teachers, institutions, school disciplines exam, society expectations, media. Think all those tabloid articles complaining exams are getting easier. And future employment, increasing demand for high grades for internships. I believe that student pressure is a global problem and that students are under huge pressure. All of the pressure piles up. We know that student pressure can cause anxiety, depression, and other mental and physical health problems. A lack of sleep, a poor diet can also affect the development of the brain and the rest of the body. Without learning how to relax or take a break, students may grow to suffer burnout without learning the tools to help address it. Okay, and then we have a good side quote here. 61% of teens 13 through 17 years old say they're under a lot of pressure to produce good grades. The percentage is twice as high as those pressured to look good or fit in society. Interesting. Okay. You know, hmm. Okay, I guess I'm struggling with what the purpose of this article is, or this blog post. Really good content, really good picture here. Really, I like the content of this. Oh no. This is a good article to read. It's not that I'm not enjoying it. I want to be able to provide constructive feedback in the best way possible. And if I'm stuttering and hammering, it's because I'm trying to think extemporaneously on how to provide the feedback. Because I was providing feedback about this first section, and now reading this second section, what this is telling me is that the whole purpose of this article might be something different. Because when I first started reading it, I was thinking, oh, great, this is talking about a game, learning to have a little bit of the background. And then you get into this real world situation about real pressures and students. And, my heart is bleeding for these kindergartners who need more sleep than what they're being given. And there is a lot of pressure. And so my question about this is, what is your primary goal to be delivered with this blog article? What is the objective? What is it that you want people to take away from this experience? Is it more important for them to know about Tilde and the book, or is it more important for them to know more about the reality of student pressures? And because you can have a game that talks about student pressure, or you're talking about how student pressure impacted your game. And see, and that's what I'm wondering, which is more important. And as I read this second section, I'm leaning more towards the latter, that this isn't my inspiration for Tilde, pressure in education in the nuclear family. This is pressure in education and the nuclear family, and then in parentheses, my inspiration for Tilde. Okay? You can write a great article about your personal experiences teaching and how you see kids suffer, and then explain how this informed your decision for Tilde. So in my opinion, I think you have so much wonderful content here in the reality of student pressures. I'm preserving the nuclear family. I haven't read that yet, but I think it's really important to know what we're doing, because what's the most important thing here? And I think you have great content. It just needs to be rearranged. That way I can understand why you've put these two things together. Because after reading these first 4 paragraphs, okay, we're going to be talking about a computer game. Then, wham, social reality. Okay? So I believe that it would be good to switch the focus of the article.
Sprinters and marchers, time is up.
And I may be repeating myself, so I apologize that. I believe the focus of the article I wanted to talk about real life inspiration for Tilde. I was hoping to make it a series to talk about inspiration on certain topics for various characters. Okay, see, that's good information to know. Is your focus okay? This all gets back to the main objective. Is your main objective to sell your game or to introduce your game? Okay, so let me ask you another question. Hopefully you'll be able to provide an answer. Do each of the characters within your game each address a social issue? Meaning, Tilde is focusing on the reality of student pressures. Another character is focusing on the family need. Because you could really talk about, you could really talk about, it would be nice to get some new patrons. It would also be nice to people to start following the series and join the Discord. Yes, each character addresses a social issue. Oh, I'm glad you're liking it. Okay. Here's my recommendation. Hopefully it's not repetitive, but then we can come back and we can look at this article again and we can talk about it more. But I would recommend, since this is going to be a series introducing each of the characters, I would recommend the approach going, okay, intro topic. Use a shocking statistic about the introductory paragraph uses a shocking statistic about the social issue that you're addressing. 61% of teens, 13 to 17-year-olds, say they are under a lot of pressure to produce good grades. This percentage is twice as high as those pressured to look good or fit in society. Okay, that is a shocking statistic. That is a good hook, and that people go, wow, that is really high. Okay, so introduction, shocking statistic. After that, you say, then you generalize the statistic. Generalizing the statistic means, how does this apply in a larger context? Then the third section is your personal involvement with this thing. I love how you have great personal, first-hand, original research here that supports the shocking statistic and your generalization. So again, just to repeat, open with a shocking statistic, generalize the statistics so that people can understand why this is important, not in this tiny detail, but enlarge. Third, share your personal experiences with this statistic and how it impacted you, and then how it could impact others. After that, say, and meet Tilde. And then the fourth thing you address is meet Tilde and explain how she is the microcosm of the statistic and your personal experiences. See, you're tying the two together. And then after that, at the end, you have your call to action. Your call to action is, would you like to experience with this? Would you like to help Tilde in your, and you can help her through this virtual story, and you can see how you can impact her choices and how it impacts her life? Make it personal. You can help this person.
Flex
You
those
can learn,
fingers. Let's get going.
you can learn more about the reality of student pressure if you play this game. And this will help you understand more about this. And then you're talking about Tilde. You're talking about how she is. And then the closer is, if you would like to play, visit here. Join the Patreon, join the Discord. Okay, so you have a specific call to action. All right. And I believe if you take this approach, shocking statistic, generalizing the statistic, making them care, personal experience regarding the statistic, how this topic is personified in the character, make the people care about the character, and then how they can play the character, and then what they need to do next. Okay, I think with that approach for this article and all of the other articles that you'll have in this series, I, again, take it for what it's worth, I believe it will present a more interesting, consistent approach to the articles, and people will become more invested in what you're bringing to that. So hopefully that helps. Preserving the nuclear family, that seems like that should be a separate article. Even if it's also Tilde, if it's the same character, that's fine. You could have multiple issues embodied in the same person, but don't have multiple issues in the same article. That will help with your search engine optimization, your clarity of the article, and it will help people who are interested. Hey, some people are interested in pressure and education. Some people are interested in the nuclear family. It's hard to find people that are interested in both. And so if you separate the topics, even if they both drive down into Tilde, you would then be able to have better, I believe, better search engine optimization and better results because you're focusing on one specific topic. Oh, sociologists. Yes, sociologists would do both. I agree. But we want to have a wider variety of people coming to your game to read it. So, okay. Thank you so much, Sailing Ocelot, for providing this content. I'm glad that you like the feedback. I hope that it's helpful and will provide more more guidance in articles that you'll be writing in the future. If you would like to have your blog post, your articles, your fiction, your world building critiqued in a similar manner, please visit wgc.bz/submit, where during our feedback frenzies, we will review this information. So thank you so much. Have a great day, and I will see you next time.
Thanks for watching this feedback frenzy. Be sure to show your support by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and clicking the notification bell. WriterGreg offers coaching sessions to help bring your world to life, create compelling stories, and accomplish your creative goals. Please visit wgc.bz/coaching for more details.